Afternoon and welcome back, everybody. Paul Tapau is joining me now on the KUM couch. He is always 100% the Sarge, even though he's in civvies right now. So, Paul, welcome back, man.
Hey, Afternoon. Thanks for having me
All
back
right.
again.
Good to have you. Okay, one thing that GPD and you personally, I know you've been dedicating a lot of your time to work on is this connection and the communication and unity with our Micronesian brothers and sisters that come over. And there's an event coming up just to do just that.
Yes, you're spot on, and I'm glad you used the word connection because this Wednesday, July 3rd, we are going to be partnering with our partners throughout the Micronesian islands. We actually have representatives from all the Micronesian islands are standing up in addressing the issues in which we have been facing throughout the past month, dealing with crime more specifically, and of course identifying our culture and understanding the beauty behind culture diversity and understanding who we are. So July 3rd, 5 o'clock to 6 o'clock, we're going to be doing a unity wave. It's weaving the Micronesian islands, a one Micronesia approach. And we're inviting everybody to come out and support this because right after that, we have our town hall meeting. And, we do want to showcase the good in our community, understanding that we as one who consider Guam home can actually call ourselves truly Micronesians and coming out and supporting this initiative.
It's one region, one big family. And like I know you've said that you want to make sure that you emphasize, and at the town hall meeting that happened in Tamuning this past Wednesday, I know Major Manny Chong was there, and they were saying that, we don't want to make this a us versus them
Absolutely.
or you guys versus us. We want to actually incorporate you, and we want to work with everybody together.
Absolutely. And it really starts with the dialogue. It started with the dialogue, understanding, and finding solutions. We needed to really create that dialogue, addressing the issues in which we're facing and finding the solutions through dialogue. And through the last two meetings, this is where we made the connection. And when we use the word weaving, it really is connecting the right people. We have all the service providers that are out there. We have Micronesian Resource Center, we have Manialo, we have DOG's 4-H that is going to be a part of it, and the Guam Police Department's Community Affairs is partaking in this. And we're asking members of the Guam Youth Congress to come out. We're asking youth-based organizations to come out to show, a full support of unity within the community. And it's important that we come out in numbers so that we can showcase the greater good that we have in the community.
Now, we were at UOG at the same time, and I know you didn't major in marketing like me, but I like what you just said, unity in the community.
Yeah, I
That's
took
got a ring to it.
I took that bite out from our Women's Advisory Network, and our ladies from WAN, they come up with a great idea. The Fade Away from Violence was taken from that too. And the unity in the community, it's really weaving the islands and understanding. And the beautiful thing again is that we've established representatives from each different islands, from Chuuk, from Belao, from Krishrai, from Pohnpei, from Yap, and from Guam. These are the islands, these are the major islands that are going to be participating and involved for this organization, in which we are going to be moving forward. We are meeting, I think we're going to be meeting twice a month in identifying where we can address issues, target the issues in which are being brought up at the town hall meetings, and find solutions to this by working and embedding ourselves with the community.
What from investigations, and we don't have to give away any confidential information, but what tends to bubble up as the reasons for crime? That involves like our Micronesian brothers and sisters. Is it being bullied or like?
No, not necessarily. I mean, if we take crime in general, you really look at why are they committing crime.
The motive, right?
Yeah, you remember. This is a great segue to talk about this because this is the Crime Stopper segment, but crime is really committed by people who want to take advantage of opportunity. Understanding that you can make an easy buck by breaking into somebody's house, or it's either fueled by addiction, or it's either fueled by social ills that they face, whether it be unemployed or anything. It really is, when you really break it down, a lot of the crimes in Guam is being done by those who suffer to addiction. And drugs and addiction drives and fuels, the people who choose to do all these stuff into committing it. So it really doesn't take a rocket science to figure it out. It's like one constituent said in the town hall meeting in Tamuning is, when people break into their house, they're not breaking into your refrigerator or your pantry. They're taking the hot items that they can be sold and resold so that they can get something in return.
The jewelry box.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, so when we do this, we're not looking at ethnicity. We're looking at how we can actually work together as a community in understanding that we can all find solution by working together.
Okay, so we're going to talk about this in a little bit more, but I know let's go ahead and get to the crime of the week because this is a big one.
Yes, this week is a robbery that occurred just last week at the Anigua store in Agana.
Okay, there's good people in Anigua, really, really hardworking people there, God-fearing. Let's help them out. Here's what you need to know.
The Guam Crime Stoppers is seeking the help from the community relative to an armed robbery that occurred in Anigua. On Monday, June 24th, at around 4:30 in the afternoon, officers from the Higania Precinct Command responded to a robbery that occurred at the Anigua store in Jalapeno. Preliminary reports suggest that an unknown man armed with a black handgun entered the store and demanded money. The armed suspect then fled on foot with an unknown amount of cash. No injuries were reported relative to this robbery. The armed man was described as possibly local, wearing a black shirt, blue jeans, and had a white shirt covering his face. If anyone has any information about this crime or any other crime, you can call our 24-hour hotline at 477-HELP, that's 4357, or submit a tip online at guam.crimestoppersweb.com. All calls will remain completely confidential, and a cash reward of up to $1,000 could be paid if the information provided leads to an arrest and a grand jury indictment. Your call does make a difference.
Okay, Sarge, I know you and everybody that wears the uniform, the badge, you guys are addressing this as professionals. You guys are doing this as one law enforcement unit, but I know you guys are taking this really, really seriously. And a lot of you guys, your feelings are really hurt when this happens, not just because you say, we've got to get back at a certain amount of people, or there's bad things happening in our community, let's make it right.
Yeah, absolutely. And if we take those little steps and we identify where we can work together, this is the direction in which we need to go. And when we say weaving the Micronesia islands together and coming up with this one Micronesia approach, it really is connecting with the right people, connecting with the service providers that are out there, connecting with the faith-based groups that are willing to work, willing to stand up, willing to provide to the community, youth-based organizations that are willing to be a part of the community. And this is where we really overshadow the bad that is happening in our community with the good and the greater good that can come out of the community. And it really is about time that we showcase that. And I think come July 3rd, you're going to see firsthand what we have to offer from within the community, the services that the government agencies provide, our partners in the nonprofit organization side, our non-GOs, and of course our faith-based and our youth-based group. So come on out, July 3rd, 5 o'clock, meet at the old Dedadu Flea Market. Right after that, we have the town hall meeting. It's a great opportunity to suggest, give your recommendations, your concerns. It's an open dialogue, and this is where it starts, is dialogue.
And hopefully let's get some island pride and some cultural pride to outweigh a lot of the bad and a lot of the embarrassment.
It is, and I want to leave, the beautiful thing about this, we have something in common. We all have culture. Whether you be from Chuk, whether you're from Ponape or Yap or Guam, our culture is our tradition and our values. And we really do need to hone in on that and find what defines us as Pacific Islanders and as one true Micronesian islands.
Absolutely. And hospitality and respect are the two virtues that we probably hold the highest here. So
it is, and it echoes throughout the whole Micronesian island. So, come, join us. We'll be there from 5 to 6, and then we're going to go up to the town hall meeting, and, we're going to hear the concerns, and we'll address this issue from a holistic approach and a one Guam, a one Micronesia approach.
All right, so speaking of hospitality, we appreciate the invite.
Thank you.
We'll see you there.
Thank you so much.
And we will see you right after this.